Is that summer weather starting to wear off? Are you starting to feel those fall vibes creeping? If so, you are in the right place. So come on in. We are going to get into some viral DIYs for your fall and Halloween season. Hey everyone, welcome. This is Revamp by Renee, and I am so excited to get into fall and Halloween DIYs, but not just any DIYs. We are going to dive into the viral DIYs that are taking off on social media. So your girl has been taking some notes, and I have been jotting down all the DIYs that I want to bring to you all in one video so that you've got it all at your reference. And these ones are so good. They're definitely not going to break the bank, but they are going to elevate your fall and Halloween decor this holiday season. Let's get into the DIYs.
Okay, for this project, we're going to start off with 2 of Dollar Tree's nautical ropes. And these were the ones that measured about 7 feet, I believe. And then you're going to grab a piece of foam board from Dollar Tree as well. I'm using a circular object to create a half circle cut out of this foam board. Mine was about 8.5 by 4 inches. And then you're going to cut it out and then trim off any excess. And then we are going to start dry fitting our nautical rope over the top of it in these back and forth type of patterns. And you're going to do that until you run out, and then just start over with a new strand as well. And you want to leave some hanging at the bottom. It's your preference how long you want your little ghost tails to be. Mine were probably about 6 to 8 inches down from the foam board. Next, we're going to hot glue starting from the middle, going and working our way out. So you can see what I'm doing here. I am making sure that that middle point is nice and pinched and snug, and then pressing it down to the foam board. And then we're going to just follow up that little rainbow of nautical rope, and with the larger pieces at the top. I did find it was easier to do it in sections. Then once you have all your rope hot glued onto the foam board, we're just going to trim off any excess if you have any. I found it was easiest to use my X-Acto knife to just get off the bulk of it, and then I went in with my scissors to clean up the edges. And now we're going to go ahead and free up our little ghost tails. So you're just going to cut into those loops and separate them. And I just broke up the little twists to go ahead and get my scissors into them and cut them up because they are pretty thick. And then you may have guessed it, we are just going to unbraid or untwist our twirls from the rope, and then just take your fingers and kind of brush through it to separate all of the braids. And then you're going to trim it down to get a nice even bottom, or you can leave it nice and wild and free. All right, I am going to add some facial features to our ghost, and I'm just using some glitter foam that I got from Michael's. And you just cut out any shapes you want for 2 eyes and a mouth. You go ahead and hot glue them down, and your little ghost is ready to spook. And then to hang our little ghost, I am using these Velcro command strips. I'll leave the link below for you all where I get them in bulk. It is a great deal, and this will help secure him to any wall or door. And I absolutely love that he is such a unique Halloween DIY. And how can you not smile when you look at him? He is so adorable. Okay, this was a very popular DIY on social media. I saw it a lot on Instagram and it blew up, but it is so easy. So all you're going to need is some fabric. I'm using some soft Sherpa-like fabric I had on hand. You're going to need a foam cone, a foam ball, and some felt. And you're going to attach that foam ball to the top of our cone, and you want to go ahead and just apply a good amount of hot glue, not too much. Let it cool for a quick second and then press your ball on. That will help your foam to not melt and it just sink into the foam ball. And then what we're going to do is, if you have too much, I'm just trimming off the excess here, but you are going to drape it over, get your sizing right. You want it to kind of hang and then kind of come outwards from the top of the cone. Then you can add 2 eyes and a mouth. I'm doing the 2 eyes and mouth, but you can definitely omit the mouth and just do 2 eyes. And then my version, I just grabbed a little pumpkin I had from my Dollar Tree stash, and his little hands are holding the pumpkin. But I love how creative you can get with this little ghost that was so simple to make. You can put anything in between his little hands, a cauldron, that pumpkin, anything your spooky heart desires. Okay, this viral DIY definitely had me outside my comfort zone, but trust the process. It can be a very fun and unique DIY for you to tap into, to just be crazy creative and let loose. So, you're going to go to your thrift store or any Goodwill. You're going to find a painting that has potential to look spooky. I went with this forest-like one, and then you're just going to take it apart like you see me doing. And then I pulled back these little tabs that were holding the picture in place. So you're basically just going to strip away everything but the glass and the frame so we can start the cleaning process. So I used some spray away glass cleaner to clean the glass. I found it was easiest while it was still in the frame, and then I carefully removed the glass. Then I am using some all-purpose cleaner to go ahead and give my frame a very good cleaning, because we're going to use some primer with paint, spray paint. This is Rust-Oleum's Flat Black. I love the matte flat look. And I am just spray painting this frame all black. When it dries, wait till you see it. It looks so good and spooky. Then I took a pencil, because I am definitely not a painter, to draw some ghost-like figures. And then just start your painting process. As I mentioned before, I am not a painter. I definitely don't paint paintings. But every painter started out right here in this exact spot, doing and trying and giving it their all. So that is all I did here. I just went right for it. I did ponder on this DIY for almost a month because I was so intimidated by painting, but I did go ahead and paint 4 little ghosts. I wanted it to represent our family. So these 2 were me and my oldest, and then the back 2 were my husband and my daughter playing hide and seek. And then I added some cute little pumpkins along the forest line, and then a spooky beware sign and some little bats there in the sky, and it turned out beautiful. You know what? I think this will be a very symbolic piece in our Halloween decor every year, and I love that it's that big for the price I paid, and it will fill in our wall so nicely. I hope more than anything this motivates you to try something new this season. All right, and to round out our Halloween viral DIYs, we are tackling the bubbling cauldron. I have been wanting to do this for some time now. It looks so fun and beautiful. So you're going to need a cauldron. I found this one from Michael's for 19 and some change. It is ceramic-like for the size and the quality. I was definitely impressed, and I feel like I scored. Then grab some twinkle lights, battery operated. These ones I had on hand. Then some ribbon, and I used some chiffon ribbon, which I absolutely love. And then these ornaments that you just clip together or snap together. I will link everything below because I did try to do this as budget friendly as possible. I know these DIYs, this one especially, can get pretty pricey. So I feel like for under $50, we made this beautiful piece of DIY decor. All right, then go ahead and place a floral block in the bottom to give you some height and fill in that space. And then I used some tissue paper on top to kind of hide that green floral foam. Then you just take these bulbs and you just snap them together. It shows you that there's 2 separate sections, and you just take the first half on the top and then the bottom half and place them together, and then they will snap in place like butter. They're so easy to work with and very inexpensive for the amount you get. Then you're just going to start building up. I use the big ones at the very bottom to kind of give us a base, and then I'm dry fitting everything before hot gluing each piece into place. And then you can add as many as you would like. The next part I did add some smaller to medium sized ones to make it look like the bubbles were overpouring on the cauldron. Okay, and then here's a revamp tip for you for storage. Make sure you don't hot glue those bulbs to your cauldron, and it will lift out in the same form that you hot glued them in, and then it should place right back in. And then I went ahead and embellished it with that beautiful chiffon ribbon. It just adds a little spooky cuteness to the cauldron. This DIY came together so beautifully. It looks so high end. That cauldron is everything. I highly suggest getting one with feet if you can. It just gives it more of like a classic look to it. But at night, the bubbles come to life. It literally looks like they are popping and brewing, and it welcomes in spooky season in just the right way.
Alright everyone, that's going to about wrap up today's video, but before you leave me, make sure you comment below and let me know which one was your favorite, and if you've seen any of these viral DIYs on your social medias as well. And then make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, that big red button there at the bottom. with the bell so that you always get notified anytime that I publish a video, because we have got so many more DIYs to get into this season. This is by far not the last, so I want to see you back for the next one. Make sure you catch me on my social medias and you're following along so you don't miss any of the goodness as well over there. And with that being said, we're going to wrap up today's video. Don't forget to comment below so I know what you guys are enjoying, and I will see you all in the next one. All right, everyone, have a great week. Bye.